Hey, Rashawn here. Just checking in today because I found this new service. It's not new, but found a service called 23andme.com. And what it is you submit your saliva to 23andme.com and you get results back um, for the content of your DNA. Basically, you can do the health part of the test and the genetic part, or you can do the genetic part, which it just shows your ancestry from across the world. It's kind of good information to know about yourself. Um, Not for nothing, but at least it gives you an idea of who you are and some of your background of the countries and parts of the world that your family originates from. It was pretty cool information. Um, Also, it enables you to kind of see who else is taking the test and see if you guys are related. That's pretty good information as well, because you have cousins and brothers and sisters, and it shows exactly how close that you might have been, that you are related actually. I did find some interesting results in my ancestry report, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to share those with you today. Um, so what we're going to do, I'm going to log on to the site and give you a walkthrough, and in the meanwhile, share some of those results about me personally. So stick around and check it out. Okay, we're here at 23andMe's site. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Start by signing in. And here we're at 23andMe's homepage. It talks about the chromosome pairs. You have 22 pairs here, and it's talking to you about chromosome 3, which your height may be influenced by Neanderthal variant in the gene. Each gene has the ability to change different characteristics about yourself. So I won't go too deep into the chromosome pairs and what they do. That's pretty interesting. And here you've got different reports. You've got your ancestry composition report, your haplogroup report, Neanderthal ancestry report, share and compare report, meaning that when your family and relatives actually take the 23andMe ancestry test, you can put it on here and share your DNA and see how closely you're related and how. On here you have DNA relatives. As you can see, I have 1,298 relatives found, meaning that there are that many people who've taken this test that are related to me in some shape, form, or fashion by small traces of DNA. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with DNA relatives. DNA relatives, of course, have a couple relatives that have taken the test. My uncle and my cousin. It says he's a first cousin, which is slightly wrong, but that has something to do with our difference in maternal ancestry. And I have my first cousin here, and it shows the percentages that we share. And also we have third to fourth cousins, and so on and so on and so on, all the way down to 1,200 and something people, which it can be just about anybody. Over here you have notifications where you can contact these people through 23andMe's site because you happen to have taken a test on this site and you are related. This is your filter for relationships. You can search based on location. As you can see, I have, let's say, 2 relatives in Barbados or 2 in Slovakia that are related by DNA. You also can search by name. I have some Smiths related to me, some Thompsons, some Jacksons, etc. and so on there. And you can search based on your mother's or your father's side, which is very cool to be able to do that. The next thing we have is the share and compare. And you can actually compare your DNA from other people in your family that have taken the test. Basically, I only have these two here, my uncle and my cousin, who's actually taken the test. I won't click into their information, but it just basically shows where we're related and how, and it actually shows their ancestry report as well. And also we have your Neanderthal ancestry report, where it shows how many Neanderthal variants you have. I have 103, which is less than 98% of 23andMe customers, which is, I don't know whether you call that good or bad. The highest is 397 variants, but anybody who has European ancestry is gonna have some Neanderthal variants in their system. And we're going to back up. We're going to go to Haplogroups. Haplogroups shows your ancestry, where it originated from for the past, thousands of years. And this is the group from my maternal group, my paternal group, mother, father, and it shows where they originate from mostly. Maternal haplogroup, paternal haplogroup, gives you an idea of the area and the migration patterns where they started 30,000 years ago. My maternal group started 30,000 years ago in Western Africa, and my paternal haplogroup originated, it doesn't say how long ago, but Irish, Basques, British, and French in Europe. Okay, so that's the haplogroups, and if you're female, you won't have a paternal haplogroup because you don't have any Y chromosomes to track. And the very last, we're going to go to the Ancestry Composition Report. This shows my Ancestry Timeline. There's me, and these are the different areas of where the different genetics come from based on color-coded map. We have Sub-Saharan Africa, which I'm 71.7% Sub-Saharan African, and that means below Egypt and the Saharas of Africa. I don't know why they try to make the two separate, because Egypt is Africa. These are the countries here, and also breaks down a little bit further. West African, 64.3%, and it color codes the map, the area that you're from. Central and South African, 3.4%. It changes the color of the map here. Broadly Sub-Saharan African, it just gives you an idea of the whole area of the continent here. That's my African heritage. Also, this is European, 27.5% European. Go figure. Basically, most African Americans or Black Americans that came here had ancestors in the slave trade, we typically are going to have a percentage of European based on what our ancestors did during slavery. Okay, go figure. I mean, there's a lot of different things that happened during slavery, of how we have European ancestry. Okay, even some Europeans have African ancestry. Okay, so basically we've got Northwestern European, 19.6%, shows a map. British and Irish, this is Britain and Ireland here. French and German, and broadly Northwestern European, shows a map. Color code is the map. The Southern European section is basically Italy, Greece, and Spain, 4.3%. It breaks it down even further. Iberian, 0.9%, which is Spain. Broadly Southern European, Spain, Italy, and Greece, 3.3%. Even further, we're going to go down to Native American. Everyone doesn't have Native American ancestry. A lot of African American people claim to have Indian in their family, which is rare because there are so few Indians that were populating the world during slavery that we didn't necessarily mix. A lot of the black people in western United States have a high percentage of Indian ancestry, and here we have Native American, 0.2, shows you a map. South Asian over here, 0.1, and broadly East Asian, Native American, less than 0.1. So basically that kind of sums it up as far as the ancestry report. And we have a timeline here that shows how close these generations for each ancestral population was. As you can see, West African is closest. It gives a year range from during the 1800s. Most likely had grandparents that were West African, which is true. And here's the European aspect of it. During the 16th century, 17th century, you had some grandparents that were Iberian, probably Spaniards. Here, British and Irish, and here French and German, which is most likely has something to do with the plantation or the children that were born from mixed heritage during the slavery period. Further down the line, we have Central and South African, Southeastern Asian, and Native American. This could have been from thousands and thousands of years ago. So there is a little percentage of everything there. Gives you an idea of how to interpret the results. And if you're wondering where some of your heritage comes from, the best thing to do is to get other family members involved. And what that will do, it will narrow down your heritage even further based on their results. And you can order a kit here or through the link that I provided for you to be involved in 23andMe Ancestry Report. You also have the Ancestry Chromosome painting. This is a map of my chromosomes here. I don't think it's something anybody can interpret to learn anything about me this quick, but as you click these buttons, it tells you where the DNA resides for all of the different segments and nationalities of your ancestral report in your chromosomes, which is pretty good. I was pretty excited to get that information, and the more relatives that take the test and send it in, it'll give you a little bit more insight to your ancestral heritage and where you come from. I'm trying to get my cousins and uncles and grandparents and everybody excited about also doing the test, so I can learn more about me, and also to see where some of our heritage links currently now, because you have relatives all around the world that you don't know about. So you can click the link that I'm going to provide and sign up for the 23andMe Ancestry Report to get more information. I also am going to go a little bit further by using GEDmatch, GEDmatch, on my next broadcast to dig deeper into some of the different chromosomal models, and it kind of narrows it down to different countries in Africa and Europe, where my ancestry comes from, and it also can predict whether your parents are related, and it also has a combined report we'll go over for as far as searching for relatives across the world. So that's that on here. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, I'm back. So I hope you were impressed with what you seen there, and I'm pretty excited about it, and trying to get more of you, some of my family members, as well as friends that would take the test as well. There, who knows? We're actually potentially a lot of us are related genetically. So I hope you guys enjoyed my short introduction to myself and the service that I use. There are some other services out there, and my next post is going to be more in detail because I'm going to use GEDmatch, which is another site, to kind of dig a little deeper into my DNA. All right, see you then.